She silences me by bringing a finger to my lips.
Shh. I have something to dispose of. Then I'll be back here on my way to the airport.
Our gazes lock, but this time it means something different. There's no romance in those eyes this time. This time her stare looks like a threat, a taste of Debbie's sinister side, and it's a taste that I don't think I can handle. Look, Debbie, about Brazil. Once again, she silences me, but this time those stone-cold eyes are all she needs to bring me into compliance.
Don't worry. I'll take care of that.
I wordlessly beg for an explanation, my eyes starving for answers. But the best she can do is...
I'll make sure you never let me down again.
Welcome to the Copper Campfire. My name is David. Take a seat. Enjoy the campfire. And enjoy tonight's story. Tonight we take a look at your relationship with technology. You may love technology, but does technology love you back? My name is Jonathan, and this...
So then my boss comes in and I've already worked 12 hours at this point, right? And I'm just like so done.
Yeah, this is Deborah. We're on our first date, and it's going okay. I mean, I like her, I really do. But I don't like her the way I need to like her. Don't get me wrong, she's cute, she's engaging, she's fun, attractive-ish, dressed nicely, high-waisted jeans with a tucked-in bright pink linen blouse, just baggy enough to conceal any skin or curves or sign of life that might spark my libido. Her face is unblemished, not especially flabby or wrinkled. She's fine. She blends in perfectly with the nondescript corporate coffee shop we're sipping lattes in, with its manufactured rustic feel. Giant fake bags of coffee beans lining the drab green walls. Deborah is not ugly, not dumb, not offensively unpleasant, but somehow she's a little off. Not what I was expecting. She's not the woman in her profile picture. Debbie, that's what she called herself on matinganddatingcentral.com. Debbie was adorable, playful, the life of any party, the apple of any eye. But the woman I'm with at the coffee shop, the woman regaling me with mildly interesting tales of life as an underpaid science researcher at a physics lab, she's not Debbie. She's Deborah. Deborah's older, less fun, less seductive sister.
Well, what I meant was I saw those things on TikTok and they looked interesting. I mean, I could never find the courage to get up and dance like that, and I have no rhythm, believe me.
Soon she's preoccupied with a phone call that sounds pretty important. That gives me time to get the gears in my head shifting. I need an excuse, a reason to cut the date short so I can get home. But before I get there...
Sorry, can you give me a half an hour?
I'm sorry?
There's a problem down at the lab that they need the overworked minion to fix. It may take a while.
Well, I need to do some grocery shopping before I get home, so I...
Perfect. The lab is right across the street from a Kagan supermarket. You can come to the lab and wait while I take care of the problem.
I guess I'm going to the lab with Deborah, unless I can muster an excuse for why I can't. And it turns out I can't. So we're here at the lab, more specifically the storage room down the hallway from Deborah and the problem that needs fixing. And it's about as thrilling as a physics lab storage room would sound. Dry, dusty stainless steel tables intersect the room, cluttered with cobweb beakers and test tubes. In one corner, there's a giant, jagged lump covered by a dust-coated sheet. This sparks my curiosity. After a few baby steps forward, I take a cursory glance down the hallway and yank away the sheet. What the hell? Under the sheet sits an eerie tangle of arms, ankles, feet, thighs, torsos, and calves made of hard plastic, but resembling human flesh enough to bring a chill to my spine. What the hell do they do in here? I ask nobody, but somebody answers.
We do experiments.
I turn, startled, catching my breath. Deborah stands there, staring at me, a gleam in her eyes I hadn't noticed before, her face lifted by a smile that seems wrong, like a scarf borrowed from her little sister's closet. And her voice has a brightness to it. As she steps closer, it becomes more clear.
Although I'm not sure "we" is the proper term.
This isn't Deborah.
I am, after all, not so much a participant in these experiments as a subject.
This is Debbie. I stare at her slack-jawed, too frightened to move, heart leaping to my throat. With a schoolgirl's grin, she extends a hand.
I'm Debbie.
I'm Jonathan?
Yes, we talked a little on the dating app. I apologize for the charade. You were probably under the impression that Deborah was, well, Debbie.
Kind of?
Yes, lab rats aren't always easy to use for these things.
Huh?
For our experiments. Well, their experiments. I'm really just a fellow lab rat, giving you a warning.
Warning about what?
About me. Deborah can't know that you've discovered me, and that's why I came in here to warn you. Oh, and to dance.
Excuse me? She starts taking my hands into hers and guiding them into an oddly intimate arrangement. My right hand just under her shoulder blade, my left stretched taut and twined with the soft digits of her right hand.
As I figure it, Deborah's phone call should take roughly another 8 minutes and 12 seconds to complete.
She gives my body a gentle tug and steers me into position.
That should give us just enough time to engage in a few minutes of the traditional Brazilian dance called forró.
We're dancing now. Well, she's dancing. I'm trying not to stumble as she guides me into an elegant display of two bodies finding rhythmic bliss. She brings her mouth to my ear and decorates the moment with a sensual soundtrack, vocals in Portuguese, tongue clicking out a percussive accompaniment. Then she's gone, slipping out of my grasp like she'd never been there in the first place. I hear nothing but a delicate set of footsteps scampering down the hallway. Then I hear nothing. Until another set of footsteps follow. These are clunky, uneven, unmusical. I turn and see a familiar face. Hi, Deborah.
Hey there. Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long in here.
No, I found the place fascinating. From that point on, Deborah fades into the scenery. It's all about Debbie, and it's glorious. A few times a week, she sneaks out of the lab long enough for us to have lunch at some romantic bistro hidden from Deborah's eyes. We eat, we dance the forró, and we laugh and flirt and frolic like adolescents with vacationing parents. And all she wants from me is a little favor.
I want you to kill Deborah.
What?
It's the only way we can be together. If she ever knew I was seeing you, she'd have my memory wiped and my functionality deactivated immediately.
There's got to be a way we can just go somewhere.
Like Brazil?
Yes.
You're right. And there's only one way to do that.
I think long and hard about it. I gaze deep into those aquamarine pools of sadness. Those things are alive. They are full of hunger, passion, need. I don't care how man-made they are. At that moment, they are as real as a setting sun. Give me an hour. I'll do it.
I'll meet you at the airport with the tickets and my suitcase.
It's dusk when I reach Deborah's house. The bushes that line the columns of her colonial two-story shred the sun's dying shadows into sharp, angry figures. I stand at the doorway for at least 5 minutes before ringing the doorbell. Not because I'm not sure I'm going to do it, but because I don't know how I will. I was so giddy with the thought of moving on with Debbie that I hadn't even considered what kind of weapon I would use to...
Jonathan?
Hi, Deborah. How have you been? She's surprised to see me. We hadn't talked since our first date, and here I am popping up out of the blue, clad in a stealthy shade of black, hands covered with gloves in 75-degree heat. Words are a struggle, and so is eye contact. As she answers, my eyes scan her living room, bounding from object to object. I start with a poker beside the fireplace. Nice firm grip, a spine of hard, heavy steel. Then I find a vacuum cleaner leaned against the closet door, its dangling cord teasing me with its availability. But the search ends when my gaze lands on the big pillows of her dark red sofa. Perfect. Can I come inside and talk for a second?
Sure.
I back her slowly to the sofa, her head leaned into a Doberman's tilt. Puzzled, unsure of why I'm there, a little afraid. But when I sit her down, I make the mistake of looking into her eyes. The caution in them is guided by something Debbie's lacked. She isn't just alive, she's guided by something else, something besides the designs of a science lab. So I improvise something that surprises us both. You've got to get out of here, Deborah.
What?
You have to leave. Find a safe place to stay. Somebody wants you dead. Her eyes widen now as she backpedals away, hands up and lips trembling.
What is going on, Jonathan?
I'll explain later, I promise.
Jonathan, what is happening?
Listen, Deborah. She bolts through the front door before I can complete another sentence. Her clunky steps clatter across the porch, then stop with a desperate scream. Behind the bushes that line her front porch, a struggle ensues. I don't dare open the door to see what's happening, but I don't have to. I know who is fighting, and when I hear a delicate set of footsteps come to the front door, I know who won. I open the door slowly. Debbie stands there, face glowing with triumph.
I came to check up on you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I began to doubt your ability to carry out the task.
Well, she silences me by bringing a finger to my lips.
Shh. I have something to dispose of. Then I'll be back here on my way to the airport.
Our gazes lock, but this time it means something different. There's no romance in those eyes this time. This time her stare looks like a threat, a taste of Debbie's sinister side. And it's a taste that I don't think I can handle. Look, Debbie, about Brazil. Once again, she silences me, but this time those stone-cold eyes are all she needs to bring me into compliance.
Don't worry. I'll take care of that.
I wordlessly beg for an explanation, my eyes starving for answers. But the best she can do is...
I'll make sure you never let me down again.
She strolls away, leaving me at the doorway, taking furtive peeps through the door sliver, wondering if anybody heard or saw anything. In time, I catch my breath, close the front door, and take a seat on the sofa. Then comes a doorbell. When the door swings open, I expect to see Debbie. But no. Instead, the face I find is familiar in a nightmarishly different way. This is a face I recognize from the mirror. He's a little younger than me, more fit, more alive, And those eyes dance with life, with purpose, with a mission, with drive I hadn't had since my 20s. He strides toward me, as close to apologetic as a robot can be. With an extended hand, he speaks in a voice that echoes my own. "Hey there, I'm Johnny. Nice to meet you. What are you doing here?" It should be obvious. I am the more efficient, more productive version of you. I have your voice, your mannerisms, your memories, your soul. I back up slowly, stumbling over the sofa's arm and landing on my back, my fall cushioned. He hems me down, arms like pillars trapping me into place. There's nowhere to go, no chance of winning a tussle with my automated doppelganger. So I shoot a steely glance into that haunted mirror, teeth clenched like a vice. "You think it's easy to do this? I just tried, and believe me, it's not. It's not easy to do." Well, not for you, it isn't. Thank you for joining us at the Copper Campfire. Remember to like and subscribe. And remember, we'll catch you next week. So you better run fast.